Hi, my name's Dr. David Holliman. I'm the Director of Collaborations and Business Development at the University of Buckingham. I've spent a lot of time in the field of education for the last 30 years, specifically the last 25 years in higher education, working for institutions such as the University of Bedfordshire, where I was head of master's degrees and an MSc suite in an academic capacity, but also worked in a private capacity as a consultant for many years, advising governments on education policy, working with corporates on education and in-house training programs, setting up TNE initiatives all over the world, and establishing partnerships in the UK as well. I've been at the University of Buckingham now for just over 3 years and had the opportunity within that time to work with a number of partners, including International Business School in Budapest, Hungary, and their many locations all around the world. My passion really is for education and for an inclusive education. And I feel that education should be a human right and not a privilege. But clearly in many countries and many regions, even here within the UK, we don't all have the same access to education. So I'll work very hard, as long as I can, to try and put education in the hands of all. I've studied a lot myself. I have a background in education. I have PhD, master's degrees and other qualifications as well, which I think positions me quite well to understand the nature of the education industry. But more importantly than our education, it's what we do with it once we achieve it. So I'm here really to try and broaden the reach of education and take the best of British education all over the world. And hopefully for our partners in International Business School, we can do that. Well, International Business School are a long-established institution, been around for over 30 years, and been working with the University of Buckingham for the last 11. The reason we partner with International Business School is largely around their ability to offer high-quality, accessible education to people from all over the world to come and study at their campuses. The priority really for any education is good education and development of individuals who have independent thought and also skills that will enable them to not just achieve jobs but thrive within the workforce. So International Business School offers you more than just an education and more than just a British degree. What they offer you is development as an individual to make you ready for the workplace, whether that's as an entrepreneur setting up your own company, or whether that's to go into further and higher education for a master's degree or PhD and stay within the field of education to lecture or to go and work for corporate entities. What the International Business School offers you, whether you're studying at the Budapest campus or studying at the Vienna campus in Austria, is a great education experience, but also a great social experience. What you'll find is that you're surrounded by a lot of like-minded individuals, but from many different countries with many different backgrounds. So it gives the opportunity not to learn just the academic material in an academic setting, but it gets to learn about other people, other cultures, other ways of doing things, and to perhaps question the way that things are done in the way that you're used to. So one thing it will give you is a great, well-rounded educational experience. It gives you the opportunity of receiving lectures from very well-qualified and experienced practitioners, as well as academics. But what it also gives you is the opportunity to work in smaller group tutorials and engage in meaningful conversation and debate. So what you will get is a great education, but what you'll also get is a great life experience. The beauty of studying the programs with International Business School is that all of these programs are validated by the University of Buckingham. What that means is that as a degree awarding institution in their own right, International Business School have the authority and empowerment to give you a European degree from International Business School, but also you will achieve the University of Buckingham degree, which is the equivalent and value of every single degree that we give here within the UK. So by studying with International Business School in Hungary, in Austria, or any of their other sites or online, you get the opportunity to achieve 2 degrees for the work of 1, because the qualification you get within the Hungarian qualification is equivalent to and validated as the UK qualification as well. So ultimately you'll achieve a degree from International Business School and a degree from the University of Buckingham. At the International Business School, in association with the University of Buckingham, we have a range of bachelor's and master's programs and also PhDs available for study. Some of our most popular programs include the international focused ones. So we have a bachelor's in business management, which again gives leaning to international business and opportunities, with a range of specialisms therein, including things like human resource management and marketing. But what we also have is an international master's degree, which allows you to focus on international management and business. So whether you're looking purely at understanding a broad spectrum of business disciplines, or looking to specialise within particular areas, whether that's the traditional ones of human resources or management, or specialising in things like sort of tourism and hospitality or AI, there are opportunities that take you down different routes of specialism within the studies. So International Business School, as part of their Widening Participation and Outreach programme, have a range of scholarships available. They have the starter scholarships and the academic scholarships. So what I would recommend to you is, if there are perhaps reasons why you may consider studying at the International Business School but not quite sure whether it's within your financial means, please explore the opportunity for certain scholarships and see if you're eligible. One of the primary considerations when we think about our higher education options, whether it's bachelor's or master's degree, is how that allows us to develop within our careers. So part of the consideration really needs to be placed towards employability. So whether that's because you're not currently in employment and looking to get your degree to get a better job, or whether you're currently in employment and looking for a better job or promotion within your current opportunity. What a degree gives you is the opportunity, through that academic development and building that expertise, to be able to access higher positions within the workforce, or to go into business for yourself. In terms of the skill set, what they do at the International Business School is to give you an education that goes beyond the traditional remit of the academic subjects. So although you will have that encompassed as part of your education process, they develop a range of soft skills as well, which will enable you to be more effective in the workplace, including things like communication skills, presentation skills, debating skills, and also the ability to problem solve and develop. So what it allows you to do is to be better positioned, certainly in interview, but also better positioned when doing jobs, to be able to adapt to meet new challenges and new demands in whatever role you take. One of the things you'll notice about the location of the International Business School in Budapest is that they're within Graphisoft Park, which is one of the main complexes of development activity, with home to organisations, particularly within the tech sector, such as Microsoft. Also, graduates of International Business School have gone on to lead very fruitful careers in companies such as Exxon, BlackRock, amongst others. So in terms of career opportunities, there are large corporates out there that you have access to through your IBS education, but also small family businesses or independent organisations as well. One thing we do monitor very closely as part of the UK education system is employability, and whether people are within jobs within a period of time of graduating of our programme. And we're very pleased to say that the International Business School students are very much aligned and sometimes exceeding UK university employment statistics when it comes to graduates being in the workplace within 9 months of completion of their programme. The challenge we have as many parents when considering where our children need to go to study is one of safety and security. They're our most valuable asset. So certainly when my child went to university, it was one of my key considerations. So it's quite right to question the safety and security of towns and cities as big as Budapest and as big as Vienna. But the reality is that these are among the most safest cities in Europe and safest cities in the world. So I would say that if you've got any concerns over your children coming to study in that region, or you as an individual considering your country of study are wondering how safe it is in Hungary or how safe it is in Austria, I can give you assurance, having travelled to these cities many times, they're among the most safe and secure environments across the whole of Europe. One of the key considerations when thinking of international study is cost. And we're very aware that the UK is not the cheapest place to study, nor the cheapest place to live. So having opportunities such as the International Business School in Budapest, which have far more affordable tuition fees and affordable living and operating costs, brings it within reach of many international students that wouldn't otherwise be able to access British education. So before you dismiss the opportunity to be able to study for a UK degree, it's certainly worth considering options that are overseas as well as those studying in the UK. I'd like to start with my advice to students who are considering studying and taking an opportunity to do a degree with International Business School. One thing that International Business School in Budapest will offer you is a unique learning experience. It gives you the combination of working with colleagues in a classroom setting, in group assignments and efforts, as well as developing your individual prowess and abilities through assignments and research work. What it will also give you is the opportunity to develop and interact in a social environment with student groups, sports societies, and engage in activity which develops you as an individual. I think what it will offer you as an outcome is a great education, 2 degrees, one from Budapest in Hungary and one from University of Buckingham in the UK. And it will give you the opportunity really to take your career to the next level by being able to differentiate yourself from many other students who have just studied and achieved one qualification on one programme, who perhaps don't have the same international experience. So this is a word for the students who have graduated or currently studying at International Business School. I'd like to congratulate you on your choice, and if you've completed your course, congratulations on your achievement. I really wish you the best in your career. An important part of any institution is our alumni network. So one thing I will say is if you're considering your next studies, either as a bachelor's student looking for a master's or a master's student looking for your PhD, please come talk to us first. But what you'll also find as masters of industry, as managers and leaders of organisations, you'll also have staff that need training and developing. Again, please refer to International Business School with those opportunities. But I really hope that you've enjoyed your studies here. I really hope that as you go through the process of leaving and embarking on your careers, that you reflect positively on your experiences, whether those experiences are in terms of your colleagues and your fellow students in that academic environment, whether the lessons learned from your professors or from your tutorial sessions, or just those life lessons you learned along the way by getting things right and getting things wrong. Hopefully you'll look back fondly on these memories and it will set you well for the rest of your career and the rest of your life.